Hello and welcome back to another game of Dota 2. You are still watching StarLadder Star Series. It is still day 17, and this is game 5 of 6 games in total today. Na'Vi, their third game today, looking to of course end this one with a win as well. And this time they'll be up against what probably is their more easy opponent today. We're gonna see them up against QPAD, but if it is one thing we know from StarLadder is that the easier you think the opponent's gonna be, the higher the chances that we're gonna see some giant slayers on the board. So perhaps it's gonna be the story for QPAD as well. They are playing, however, with 3 stand-ins, and Wagamama, the player, of course, that is normally there, is not here because he's at his parents' place and they don't have good enough internet to play the game. So, unfortunately for QPAD, they've only got Durham and Blue Banana as their full players. Though we did see Armin actually playing under the QPAD tag as well, so I'm not sure what actually happened there. Let's take a quick look before the draft unfolds before us. We're going to take a quick look at the scores. As we know that Na'Vi, they have got 8 games played right now, 5 games won, 3 games lost, 15 points. And there, of course, they started out at number 14, I believe, today. Already made it to number 10 because slowly and steadily they're winning games, so they're getting ahead. On the side of QPAD, well, I wish I could say the same thing for them, but the only win that they have is the one that they got for free for 4FC, dropping out of the tournament. So QPAD, it's 6 games played, 5 games lost, 1 game given a win for 4FC's departure. So that is going to be the story here. QPAD is really looking to take their first real physical win. They're going to try to do that with an IO that they just picked up. Na'Vi, though, with a Bristleback and a Crystal Maiden on the board, that's already a very strong combination aboard. And at this point of the game, or of the season rather, I mean, you might think that Na'Vi, they have a fairly good chance up against QPAD. If you were like if you look on paper, there should be no way that QPAD is gonna take a game off of Na'Vi. And normally, or maybe in StarLadder previous seasons, you'd see that there's gonna be maybe something like, you know, some crazy picks, some troll picks, because I feel like they can win, they are gonna win the game anyway. But you don't see that right here, or you shouldn't, because at this point, with already 3 losses to the name of Na'Vi, they can't afford to lose more. They still have to take on some of the tougher opponents like Fnatic, and you can't afford to lose games at this point. 4 losses is the most that you can get, and even then you're not safe that you're going to make it to the top 4. And the reason I say 4 is because previous experience shows that if you've got 4 or more losses, you're gonna be in like you're probably not gonna make it to the playoffs. 4 losses, you might still make it to the playoffs depending on head-to-head, but more losses is gonna be doubtful, especially with 18 teams in the mix here. So yeah, you can't do that. And maybe on previous seasons it wasn't that big of a deal if they didn't make it to the playoff season, but this season there is already $50,000 in the prize pool on itself, like just standard. And then if you look at the ticket, I'm actually, you know what? Wait a second. 7. Like, do you see this? That's a lot. That's a lot of extra money. That means they were already past $120K for the prize pool of StarLadder. 120K. That's right. That happened. And that means that, I mean, already the individual, like, for comparison purposes, if you take the top 4 of MLG, they had of course 8 teams and every team got some part of the prize money. If you take the top 4 of MLG, they're like the total top 4. If you combine those up, I believe it was 118K that they got combined. Well, the top 4 of StarLadder is already higher, and we're still in day 17 of the group stages. There are still so many people that are probably gonna buy tickets, even if only for the finals. Some people only buy them for the finals. It is quite insane indeed. So I'm like, you have to play serious. That was my point. You cannot go on a troll game at this point. It's too risky. You can't give up your spot in the finals. In the playoffs. You can't risk it. So we are going to see Na'Vi indeed going for another hero that they have picked up a couple of times already. We're going to see Havost Luna for the 3rd time in a row today. He's had some successes with those. Maybe it's his new set, maybe it's the Luna himself. But I think they're going to be fairly happy with that. QPAD snatches the Shadow Demon away from Na'Vi though, so they won't be having that one anymore. But there's still an Enchantress in the pool if Na'Vi wants to go for it. They banned out the StarLadder, so that's some minus armor removed. Overall, the bans on QPAD are like the last couple are very tailored against the support, so a Visage and a Chen and then a Baden removed. With the Lifestealer, the ban out against the foes. On the side of Na'Vi, they ban out the Magnus and the StarLadder. They're really getting those control heroes out of the way, and of course the minus armor with of course the Alchemist and the Elder Titan, two very strong heroes that we have seen a lot of lately. Removed as well. Does mean that Pugna is still in the pool. If someone wants to try that one, then we might still have that one. It all comes down to what people are going to see mid, because those two heroes are not yet revealed. Maybe QPAD is going to put that Clockwork mid, but I'm not really expecting it. Nyx Assassin picked up by Na'Vi. Now, we know that he has actually been picked up quite a few times in the mid lane. But I'm hoping that he is going to be a support. I don't know, it's a decent hero, and I mean, I definitely agree that VIII this afternoon was an amazing player on the solo mid Nyx Assassin, but I just like seeing Dendy on different type of heroes. Slug picked up by QPAD. Well, it's a strong hero, that's for sure. Slark IO is actually very decent as well. If you put him on the safe lane, which I like Slark in most, it's indeed very strong. We have a Kunkka removed. Does that mean that we're gonna see an OD? I don't really like if that's the case, give me Dendy Nyx Assassin, because OD for Dendy, I mean, I feel like it's... Am I missing him being banned out? No, I feel like an OD is a bit too passive. But, you know, we'll see. So far, by the way, Na'Vi is the one to use most of their bonus time. They only got 5 seconds left, while on the side of QPAD, they haven't got 1 second in the bonus time used at all. So that's quite interesting. Well, Nyx Assassin. Let's see if he's support or not. Ticking down. 15 seconds left. QPAD still need a mid. I'm really hoping that it is going to be Slark on a safe lane. It looks to be the case. Queen of Pain! I like it. I like it. Dandy Queen of Pain. I think everybody is liking this. I hope so. If you are not liking it, then shame on you. Shame on you. But you should be liking it, because he's normally very active on the hero. There's still a lot of heroes in the pool that do okay up against the Queen of Pain, though. I like a Puck. Like a Storm Spirit. I guess Storm Spirit's not really doing that okay up against the Queen of Pain, but it's a bit of a Orchid Rush between us two. If you pick up a Storm Spirit in the game like that, it just means that Queen of Pain has to tailor more into beating you specifically, rather than anything else about beating the rest of the teammates of QPAD. So, we'll see. For the first time, QPAD will use some of their reserve time. And for people wondering, I see that the chat's actually asking about this, and you can also tell this forward if other people ask it as well. The reason that Wagamama is not here right now is because he's at his parents' house. I'm assuming that he's going to be there for Christmas or something like that, but his parents' house, his internet is not really all too great, and that's why he's not playing. He actually played a game, I think, yesterday, and after one game, sent a tweet out that it was just not good enough. The internet, that is. He had too much lag issues and he couldn't play properly, so he arranged to stand in for the rest of the games. Unfortunately, that is the case, but true. Sad but true. QPAD have to do without their solo mid Wagamama. We're gonna see how they do it this time, because last time it was Durham, actually, I believe, taking on the mid lane instead. A lot of modus time use. I mean, that's one of the problems, right? Armin, by the way, has played a lot of mid as well previously. I say previously, actually, before he started to stand in for QPAD. He actually plays a pretty mean Invoker mid. It's not really the easiest matchup up against the Queen of Pain. It should be going the way of Queen of Pain still, but you know, who knows? I'm like it's the trouble if you're running this amount of stand-ins, right? You have to cater to their heroes, know what they want to do. We give them heroes that they are most comfortable on, otherwise they're not going to perform as well as they should, and you already will be slightly behind because you don't have the same synergy that you would have if you were playing with your entire team. Wow, for this last, they used all of their bonus time. Even if they already knew what they were going to pick up, of course they could know, they could use this time to think about what they're going to do with their timings, how they're going to run things. Come on. Doom. Doom. Looks like we're still going to see a Slark mid most likely then, with a Doom on the safe lane. That could be it. Could be the case. We've also seen Clockwork mid sometimes, but up against the Queen of Pain, I'm not just sure if that's the right call here, but I guess time will tell. We'll see once everybody has rotated into their lanes, as I'm just really happy to see Dandy on his Queen of Pain. He can be so active on it. So, bloodthirsty. Pause. Pause. Coming out. Nope, again. There's just not really that good maps going around. Maybe I should buy my own, that would be better. Let's take a look at who's playing what. I think for Na'Vi, there's not going to be any surprise coming out here. Seeing Dendy on his Queen of Pain, Avost on his Luna for the 3rd time in a row, Puppy playing his Crystal Main, while Kuroki will play the Nyx Assassin. And last but not least, it is Funnick will take on the offlane as the Bristleback. Now taking a look at the lineup of QPAD, can't really say too much about who is going where, especially not for the stand-ins, as there's multiple possibilities. Though we can say that Blue Banana, that's normally the carry for QPAD, he'll be going on the safe lane, he'll be farming over there. Durham will play a support role, Shadow Demon. We've got Armen playing a IO support role. So I'm expecting Slark on the mid lane with the Clockwork on the off lane. That would be the most logical lineup. But perhaps they want to kind of surprise Na'Vi in some way, and maybe even run an aggressive tri-lane. Is not really, like with an IO aggressive tri-lane, is not ideal, but it can be possible. And if you don't have a Slark and you go for the overcharge and tether first, then that's actually a pretty decent thing to do. I'm not quite sure if they can go up against the Crystal Main and Nyx Assassin though, because those two are pretty strong. And one thing that we're going to probably see from Na'Vi, I mean, I think they're going to be having a safe time farming up on the top lane. Gonna see Puppy in the jungle, Kuroki pulling and stacking, and Avost taking all the last hits even under the tower. He can take those quite securely because he has got decent starting attack damage. But this is gonna be a race to level 6. Nyx Assassin versus IO is gonna be one of the two, because of course Nyx Assassin level 6 with the Vendetta can take an IO out real fast. And IO needs to be level 6 for QPAD's lineup to actually work properly. So far, everybody of Na'Vi is making their way bottom. Mythical Wand. Ah, it's quite an expensive one, isn't it? 18 euros? Huh. But there's 48. Wow, I would guess there's soon going to be a market drop for those. There's Clockwork that rotates top for QPAD. So Floxplox playing the Clockwork. And that's going to be VIII playing the Slark. So I didn't introduce those two just yet. Sorry for that. But now I did. And now you know. Now you know. Whoa. Careful there. You know what I recently learned? And it's a totally different subject. I'm like...
30 seconds to battle.
There is this movie coming out. Or it's already out. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I've only seen the trailer. But the movie is called In a World. And it's about a voice actor, I guess. And they are practicing British at some point. Or one girl is practicing British. And she is American, so... I'm trying to look around my desk if I can put something in my mouth that make me talk British. And I just realized that might be very awkward, so I'm not going to continue that train of thought. Okay, let's not do that. Let's take a look at who is going where. I think I already did that, but I'm changing topics. Wow, that can go wrong so fast. I didn't know that was possible. Well, so far we've got some nice aggressive warding coming out of Na'Vi. I'm not really expecting them to rotate that early though, but it will keep Funnick very safe. And that is the one thing that they're going to aim for, because there is a safe tri-lane bottom. And even though Funnick is a bristleback, so overall he should be very safe on his own in that lane, it's still quite good for him to know exactly where he is, because you don't want to give anything away. As said, Na'Vi, they have to really make sure that they don't get any more losses. 3 losses already to their name across the board, and it's just not wise for them to lose anymore. It sounds so simple, right? But they can't afford to lose more. Especially not since there are so many teams that are doing so well in StarLadder lately. There are still so many teams that only have 1 or 2 losses, and if they can keep that up, that means that there's going to be a lot of different kind of teams going to Kiev this year compared to other years. And I say years, I mean seasons. In the meantime, Clockwork trying to, well, is he pulling or is he stacking? Because he can't do either with this one. Actually, of course he can. But does actually, yes, hello. That's nicely done. Maybe Kuroki can make sure, yeah, he can. Make sure that the pull didn't happen. In the meantime, the place that I'm expecting first bottom, as actually Blue Banana is playing the Doom here in the mid lane, he is not going to have an easy time. So maybe I'm expecting first blood to happen here, even though Denny takes quite a bit of an harassment. But he has got almost enough money for his... oh, doesn't get that last hit. I was going to say for his bottle. It will actually pop his salve. But we do then have the Slark on the safe lane farming. So that's going to be the main difference here with Slark not in the mid up against the Queen of Pain, but Slark safe lane and Doom on the mid lane. Doom is actually also devouring creeps in the meantime, so he'll get himself some extra farm on the jungle creeps. It does mean that he misses a couple of last hits because he wasn't around. Does get still the experience. Oh, haste rune for Puppey. Gets a frostbite up. Just a harassment for now. And then he blinks forward. Just a shadow strike. Making sure that he gets a bit of extra harassment in. And that's of course something that Doom cannot prevent. If he gets hit by that shadow strike, then, you know, the only thing that he can do is maybe Scorched Earth and regen. He does have a self still as well as a tango. So in that regard, he's still doing okay-ish. But, overall, he should not be getting ahead here. And look at this harassment. If Dendy soon gets level 6, I say soon, but when Dendy gets level 6, he might be able to just blow him up. Flux. Level 3. I mean, last hit-wise, we can't really take too much of that, but we can compare his levels to that of Funnick, and he is doing way better than Funnick is, because Funnick, he is only still level 1. He's actually been able to stack at least the Ancients ones, which is going to be nice, because Luna will farm that later on. And with this creep wave coming in, he will get some extra experience, but he has to be careful here. With that phase shift up on Villic, who actually went for Dark Peg level 2 compared to the previous slug that we saw that went for Pounds level 2. He might be able to get some harassment in, but now with level 2 Pumphonic, he will be okay. He should be okay. He got himself 1 level in Bristleback right now. But yeah, the first blood I'm only expecting with rotations from support, and that goes for either side. So far, the only rotation that we've seen was when Puppey picked up a haste rune and went middle, or when Dendy gets level 6. By the way, that's also of course one place where you can actually get that first blood if the Sonic Wave is there and Blue Banana is harassed enough. Blue Banana sitting on 6 last hits, while Dendy is sitting on 23 to 15. In case anybody was confused about how this mid lane was going, then hereby confusion is gone, Dendy. And thank you. That's gonna be Io coming in actually from the side with an invisibility rune. And that is something that Dendy did not scout out. He does have a blink, however, and of course the tether slow will not stop you from blinking. It will kind of be annoying for blinking away though. And actually, yeah. Still invisible, our man. I mean, you might be still seeing him properly here, but that's because the effects are missing because my computer is poor. Or because Io just doesn't look special in invisibility. His invisibility is almost running out. We'll see if they can make something happen with that. In the meantime, it will be Funnick that might be dying here. The Dark Pack coming off, but the tower! Oh my god, Funnick gets the first blood there, and he's going for it. He's going for a double kill. One more quill should do the job. Boom! Double kill. That's why you don't dive a Bristleback. It's just not wise, not smart, not good at all. That's Slark. Greedy as greedy can be. He's doing nice on last hits. He was actually ahead of the Luna for quite some time, but because of that dive, he's gonna miss out on a lot of farm here. And also gonna give the first blood to the hero that they were having the best job in shutting him down. They were doing so well shutting Funnick down, but now Funnick double kill, Funnick happy, Funnick good, Funnick happy. Yes. In the meantime, on the middle lane is also still a lane where I'm expecting a kill to happen. We do have a vote going for a Hand of Midas. Navi, indeed, I mean, playing just very safe here. I'm expecting that when their death ball starts rolling, if they continue the lanes on like they are, then it will be over quite fast. For QPAD, they really need to get something going for them. I mean, that Slark could, of course, be one thing. Oh, disruption keeps the IO safe. Funnick, though, he's living on the edge. Gets another kill. Killing spree. He will get picked off. Finally, VIII able to get it done, but indeed, that's a killing spree for Bristleback. He got himself level 6 of that, and better yet, he is now higher level than VIII is, which is a pretty big deal considering he was still a level 1 when it was minute 3 or 4 or something like that. So that's a pretty big deal. And in the meantime, Clockwork level 5, who was level 4 when Funnick was still level 1. It is looking good for Navi, even though they did just gave a killing spree gold to the Slark. That's going to be the upside for QPAD. And this Slark with phase boots can still do a lot of damage, can still make a lot of things happen. Dendy, he's got a Sonic Wave. He might be going for it. He's got his bottle, which he can use to get his mana up again. Blue Banana, he might be able to pop the Doom off before he sees the Sonic Wave going in. But it can happen. He knows it though. He's very well aware of what Dendy can pull out right now. So he is not going to try for it. He actually gets a salve from the IO. So he'll live. He'll be fine. Puppy in the meantime, he's around here. Doesn't have a haste rune this time. But he does have a full mana bar. And a Nova and a Frostbite. So if they catch him out, he is going to be a goner. They need that slow going for them though. And actually, Bluminani pops a double damage through and forces Denny to blink away. He's afraid of that Doom coming out and of back of coming in as well. Because IO is, of course, missing from the map. Shadow Demon is missing from the map. And even if you have a blink available to you, you still have to be careful to not get caught out. Now they come in, though. In comes the Nova. In comes the Sonic Wave. Perhaps the Doom comes out, though. But the Impale. Kuroki making it happen. Double damage rune or not. Here they come. Denny with the last hit. Now goes for Armen, who's still level 2. Oh my god! Maybe Durham can make something happen, but he gets frostbitten. Dendy, the disruption actually helping him out because he didn't take more damage. He will live, he can blink, he still has a bottle charge. Can actually decide to go in again as well because, I mean, still, oh, the pounds. The Impale mid-pounds. Yes, that is Kuroki for you. That happens sometimes. Doesn't happen very often, granted, but it does happen sometimes if Kuroki plays that Nyx Assassin. Then he's still in this. He is now up against a Slug, so it is a bit of a different matchup for him, but he's still ahead of levels. He is still doing quite okay. He has actually a Sonic Wave and a Scream. Ooh, Shadow Dance forced out. Villic, he's gonna pounce. He might be able to get this as well with a Dark Pack, but no! Right clicks! Do the damage more of all. I know, that wasn't proper English, but you could feel my enthusiasm when Denny killed that one off. That's gonna be Denny back to base, but happy because he got himself a kill. In the meantime, the rotation is complete with Blue Banana farming on the bottom lane. They know they need to give him more. He's up against Phonic though, and Phonic is actually right now higher level than the solo mid of QPAD. Yes, that's not good indeed. And at the same time, the supports can't really help out that Doom either because those supports, they just need level. They're level 3 and level 4, level 5 right now for Durham. If you compare those to the supports of Na'Vi, Puppy is almost level 6, Nyx Assassin is on 5.5, and he's also getting some extra experience here in the middle lane. Na'Vi is getting ahead on all fronts, apart from perhaps that the Slark is still able to do quite okay. He is the only one that is able to keep up with the heroes of Na'Vi. And on the upside as well for QPAD, I mean, they've got themselves an Avosa on the other side that has got a Hand of Midas. And because of that, he's just not able to contribute that much yet to a team fight if something like that happened. Apart from his spells, obviously, his Eclipse is still very strong, but because he built a Hand of Midas, he's building for fairly later game, or at least, well, in this case, since he had this Hand of Midas so fast, he's building most towards about the 30-minute mark, 25-minute mark, maybe even 20, depending on how well his team is doing. But for now, he's not going to be involved. In comes a Doom. Pounce misses. Nice dodge. Very nice dodge. The Dark Pack still hits and he'll still end up going down. But the dodge was there. In comes the rotation from Puppy and Kuroki going bottom lane. They now are almost level 6. Kuroki at least almost level 6. Puppy is level 6. They got themselves an IO. But in the end, I mean, they're Queen of Pain dying. Not really a good thing. That was the first time that Dendy died. He is going for an Orchid still in this game. He needs to shut down the Slark. Make sure he cannot pounce away. As Bristleback completed his Vanguard. This an offlane Bristleback that was doing so bad at the start of the game now has a Vanguard at 10 minutes. Oh, Puppy. Finding himself the Slark. Can't really go on him though. Has to back off. But actually, it is Kuroki with his Vendetta. Goes for the IO. The Impale misses though. Armen tries to get himself away, but walks right into Phonic. Phonic gets the kill. Shadow Demon still goes down in the middle lane as there are gonna be 2 supports picked up across the board. Dendy able to get that kill. The Sonic Wave was the one to help out. And actually Clockwork gets bursted down here by Phonic as well. When I say bursted down, I would just say quilled to death as the Pounce misses. Maybe more quills happening. The double Impale! That was a blind Impale. Oh my god. Freezing Field coming out. Slark, can he live through this? It looks like he can. That was a very unlucky Freezing Field. Nonetheless, though, that's going to be Na'Vi getting another successful fight going their way. And they take the tier 1 tower on the bottom lane. As well as maybe the tier 1 middle. Dendy, not sure if he has enough damage on his own. And there's a new creep if coming in, as well as perhaps an IO who is still level 4. It is looking from bad to worse for QPAD as their supports, their IO support, they need that level 6 up. Even if they're not gonna try to get any successful rotations, because it's very difficult to kill off anybody on the side of Na'Vi at this point. They need that level 6 there, just in case. Vendetta, Kuroki, looking for blood. Might be able to find the IO. They saw him though, or at least they saw him vanish. They've got themselves a ward of the high ground, so they are aware of what's happening. And with a level 1 Vendetta, you always know that you only need to back off there for a little while. In the meantime, smoke up. They want to go for a Vost. They've got the hook shot there if need be. They got a disruption as well. Oh, battery assault. Slightly missing because of... Oh, they lock him in. Never mind. That's a good kill. Not even a cogs needed. That's going to be Clockwork taking the kill. Flux. With the last hit. Drums now also bought, by the way, on the side of Funnick with the rest of Na'Vi. They don't care about a Vost. And to be honest, why should they? Because even with the Vost dying, they're still very much ahead in gold. They are 12k gold ahead. 10k experience ahead. And even Vost is still highest up on net worth, despite him dying once this game now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Fortification coming out, but with 4 heroes here of Na'Vi, there's no way that QPAD is going to be able to defend this, and it doesn't look like they even want to. They just want to take down a tier 1 of their own, but there's still a fortification up on Na'Vi as well. I wouldn't be surprised that if they take this bottom tower, they fortify and they actually teleport top, actually, saying that Funnick doesn't have a teleport scroll, so that's not going to happen. So they're going to here change towers, and that means that the tier 1 will indeed get picked up on the top lane. Slark, extra bit of gold. His phase, his drums are ready. It's all ready to fight early on. They almost got the mechanism ready up on Blue Banana as well. I say almost, but that's not really true. He just needs the recipe for it. Does he have enough gold for the recipe? No, he needs about 500 gold. 400 gold. Na'Vi, considering they're so far ahead, might as well try. Flare scouts it out, but I'm not sure if Na'Vi is worried about this all too much. Maybe they are. They should maybe be. If they see Slark moving forward, then maybe. Flux blocks, he's looking for a hook shot. Or not. And that's gonna be an Aegis for the Queen of Pain, and that means the QPAD wasn't able to do anything. And right now, their only hope is that Na'Vi is going to continue farming for a while before making their move, because they need more before their core items are up. They need that mechanism, for one, before fighting. And that's going to be an edge that that's going to be going the way of QPAD, because there's no mechanism on the side of Na'Vi. And the mechanism carrier is... I mean, who is it going to be? Is it going to be Crystal Maiden? No. She's not getting enough farm. It's not going to be Queen of Pain. She's got her Orchid ready though. It might be a Bristleback, but he's chosen to go for a Hood first and perhaps even the full pipe afterwards as well. But other than that, I mean, maybe Nyx Assassin, but he probably wants to get something else first, the Blink Dagger. I mean, and Luna is not going to go for the mechanism, so Na'Vi doesn't really have mech carriers. Oh, Dendy forced the blink away. He actually revealed the smoke, then blinked. They might be looking for the hookshot. Dendy, oh, brilliant hookshot coming in from Floxblocks here. Dendy will blink away though. 50 health. Doesn't seem to be worried. And with the Eclipse coming out and the Scream, it's going to be a kill going the way of Na'Vi. The Sonic Wave. They get the... Oh, they get the Slark as well. They look for more. They already have got the Shadow Demon. In comes the Impale up on our man. The Doom comes out. Kuroki. He will be able to move back to base most likely. Dendy, what you doing here, buddy? Blue Banana, can he get a level death off? No, he can't. And I'll still go down to the Bristleback, and Bristleback double kill. Kuroki, he is gonna get picked off there. Doom still gets the kill. I feel like that could have been prevented somehow. Where did he take damage from? I think we can see that this way, right? No, we can't. Do we have to click a hero? I know that something is possible to see stuff like that, but I don't know how. Well, that's an Aegis burned. Anyways, I thought he was gonna live from that, but he did not. He died. Well, it was still a 5-for-1 trade overall, so I guess the Na'Vi is pretty happy. They only lost their... Oh, they might be able to get more kills right here. That's already a pounds away, and I'll get left behind. Disruption is still gonna be there, but it's too late for our men. It's too late indeed. They jump after the Shadow Demon. The Quills might be doing the job here. Funnick just running into the enemy base. I'm not sure if he is going to be happy with that. He gets pounced upon. He will go down. Does not have the Aegis for his team. The Aegis for his team was on Denny that already got burned out. Denny who gets hookshotted upon. He blinks away. Will be living to see another day. The flare will still hit, but it doesn't put him down. And that's going to be Puppy running for his life. They are trying to chase him down. The drums are on. With the face boots, Slark is just so mighty fast. Look for the dodge. No. Frostbite is still there, but it doesn't matter. Puppy will die. Kuroki? Dude. Is he gonna be able to do that?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He just showed himself. They know where he is. He's gonna TP out, rightfully so. A bunch of creeps protecting his way, so even though the hookshot was on cooldown anyways. Well, overall, Na'Vi took down tier 2 tower. Dove tier 3 tower for a Shadow Demon. And with that, slightly trigger happy. They are, however, 20k gold ahead, so they do have the chance to, you know, they can throw a bit. Slightly. Na'Vi though. Oh, poor QPAD. They already have such a rough patch on, like, right now for their team. I mean, with the stand-ins, with just not having a solid roster. I mean, even if Wagamama was here, they're just not having a full 5-man roster just in general. Since Jarek's left, I don't think they have got a replacement for him yet. Kuroki, level 1 Vendetta still is gonna run out soon. Might be wanting to look for Durham moving over here. Then maybe he has a chance. Or maybe he's just gonna go for an Impale, wait for Denny to jump in, then comes the Orca to Sonic Wave. Yes, you're dead. And that's gonna be the Soul Burn doing the damage. In comes a Relocate though. They want to try and take down Dendy. The Doom is up, and it might be enough. It looks to be enough. Dendy will end up going down. The Deny is not gonna be there, and Kuroki will pay as well. That's a double kill, or 2 kills with a great Relocate, punishing Na'Vi for their aggression, for their insubordinance. But on the same time, at the same time, Havos was farming bottom. He's actually gonna try to TP out. Maybe Battery Assault still gonna be there? Yes. That should be another kill. That's gonna be 3 kills in a short succession of each other, and I mean that's gonna be exactly what QPAD needs. Na'Vi, they are kinda losing grip, puppy. With the Shadow Blade. Okay. Okay, that happens. Puppy will go down for that, and the Bristleback will try to take down Slug, but can't. It's a worthy trade for Crystal Maiden for a Clockwork, but it still feels kind of awkward to me. Shadowblade, Crystal Maiden. I mean, yeah, you know. It looks like we're also not gonna see Blink Dagger up on Kuroki. Might actually be just going for a Dagon, which I actually would like to see, because that top thing on his head thing is a Dagon thing. Has a special effect, I think, with the Dagon, so yeah, would be nice. Oh, here comes the pounds. Kuroki has a Spike Carapace, but it doesn't matter. The Dark Prax's there. Kuroki's gonna die. Boom. Dominating. And this is where it starts getting hairy for Na'Vi. They need to group up and don't. No. Good. I'm just forcing him back. Puppy with the Shadow Blade coming and slowing him down. And actually they might be able to get this, but he goes into Shadow Dance. So he will be able to, to live. And he leaps himself out. He's still getting chased though with the Snot on him. In the meantime, Queen of Pink is taken down by the Doom. Dark Pact comes out. Makes him run fast again. Disruption might come out. The hook shot up on Puppy. The Relocate coming in as well. Puppy Shadow Blade, and that might just be enough. But the Battery Assault still going through. Oh, that's so close. He can get himself denied to neutrals. Maybe the Flare still comes in. The Dark Pact doesn't happen anymore. The Flare also not coming in. In the meantime, Phonic with his Quill still able to pick up the Shadow Demon. That's at least 1 kill they get in return for all of this. As Puppy is still getting chased down, by the way. It looks like there's no way he's gonna make it out alive. Gets pounced upon. Dark Pact coming in. Slark dominating still. In comes a Vost. He does not have a BKB. He has a Mantis Tau. He still has his Eclipse as well, and he forces people back. And Phonic, through all of that, was able to live. But Na'Vi going in 1 by 1 like this is kinda risky. Well, in the graphs it means that apparently they're just stopping the growth, which is not even that bad. The Experience Ground looks a bit more scary though. I mean, they're giving this Slark and this Doom a bit of a hope, a bit of a chance. Maybe it's just a form of torture. Having hope is probably, you know, really mean if there is actually no hope. Making them believe they have hope is gonna make it more painful if they do get crushed in the end. Yeah. You can all pretend it's part of the master plan of Na'Vi. Well, we'll see. It's not yet over though. The ward gets scouted out. Actually scouts out the Slark. And yeah, so Slark is like the human D-warder, the human counter-ward. He knows when he is in vision. Because then his Shadow Dance is not working, obviously. So it's a pretty neat thing to have overall, as Denny just jumps himself into the massive Ancient stack. It's all farm for Vost waiting to happen. He's gonna take it. Good for him. Hello? Okay, stop biting mana boots. He just bought 3 mana boots. From the looks of it. It was awkward. Here comes another smoke. Bought by our men. Like, they still have the chance, obviously. They need to get everything right for them, though. They need to get everything going their way. And they need to have Na'Vi throw like they did just now, or throw. They need to have them going in one by one. Like, just catch them out. Make sure they don't have the chance to back each other up. And maybe bait them out. Make them think that they still have a chance if they go in one by one or something like that. Obviously, they feel tanky enough like they can. I mean, Avos all of a sudden very far ahead. He is backed up though. There's Puppy around. Kuroki as well. In comes the Doom and Luna. He is dead. That's Avos dead. Impale Stone comes out, but Kuroki, you're outnumbered. You're dead as well. Crystal Maiden running in her Shadow Blade. I mean, don't do it. Don't do it. The silence, or maybe do it. Pounce away. In comes the hook shot. Dandy. His blink is on cooldown for a little while longer. He will be able to blink away now. Gets himself out indeed. The relocate in the meantime already happened towards Puppy. With the Eye of Freezing Field coming out. Sonic Wave up on 3. They get 2. Puppy alive for the moment. Blue Banana is going to be the one that they want to silence up on the Clockwork as well. Another scream. That's a double kill for Dandy. Ultra kill. Triple kill. Can he get an ultra? Perhaps he can. The Shadow Demon will be able to make it out. It is 4 dead. Oh my god. That was just pure Dandy play right there. That was quite insane. He only got a triple kill because, I mean, in the end, he didn't get the kill on the... I don't know which one he missed actually, but he missed one. Crystal Main still ends up dead. Fair enough, they get that one, but Dandy just made sure that Havos didn't die in vain, that Kuroki didn't die in vain. I think actually, yeah, he didn't die. He didn't buy back. He's just still level 9. Wow. We're 24 minutes into the game, and right now, Kuroki is still level 9. He's just been roaming around so much. Dying 4 times already. I mean, oh, just a while ago, this was 3 for 17 or something like that. 4 for 17 even. And now all of a sudden it's 16 to 24. QPAD is making a comeback, though, of course, Na'Vi. Dandy just crushed their hopes and dreams for a little while again. But perhaps they're gonna get hopes and dreams again in just a moment. Depends on if people are gonna run in like crazy people again. Blue Banana and Fluxblocks are definitely hoping for it. There's a Lincoln's up on a Vosh. No more dooms on him. Good job.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Next assassin is Vandana. It's still level 1 though. It's only for a short period of time. Roshan attempted. Oh, I say attempted. It's already dead. Aegis for Luna. Well, this is gonna be QPAD. Maybe caught out. Puppy is gonna walk up the high ground first. There's a Sentry Ward though. So they saw him, and they know that they saw him. In comes the Doom upon Kuroki. He'll be able to back off. There's not going to be any impales for a while, but he'll just wait until it's over. Oh, the pounce misses, and actually, there might be enough damage coming out from this slug to take down the Nyx Assassin. Yes, there is. Bristleback denied him, though, but the damage was done. It is a Shadow Demon that still got picked up by the Queen of Pain, because Dandy, like, even though these are following Slark, we're gonna follow Dandy for a while, because he just picked up the Clockwork. He just got himself a double kill. He was being chased down, or he was there with 4 heroes. Oh, why not get himself an IO kill as well? Why not triple kill for him? Frostbite up on the Blue Banana, and that is gonna be maybe an ultra kill. Maybe this time for real. In the meantime, the rest of his team is still chasing down the Slark. Maybe they get him. Ultra kill. No, not there. Crystal Main takes a kill. Slark, the chase, still there. But this time he pounces to the fountain, so he'll be okay. But oh my god, again, Dandy, Queen of Pain. That's the reason why we like to see Dandy, Queen of Pain. It just happens. It's you know, why don't we see Queen of Pain more often? It's so fun. We can do so many big plays with that, like that. I mean, really, his entire team was chasing down the Slark, and the only reason that Puppy came around was that he was chasing the Slark, didn't want to dive the base, and then came in from the other side, helping out Dandy after he already got 3 kills. And then he took the ultra kill away from Dandy. Puppy. It's not good. Oh. Teleport in. Oh, cancel. I was gonna say that Clockwork. Oh, BKB on VIII. He's in his Shadow Dance. It's the level 2. It's going to be running out very soon. He's going to be getting himself back. The Orchid is up already up on our men. Dandy, his BKB turned on. Wants to still go for this IO. Gets it as well. Luna with a kill. Shadow Demon goes back down as well on the other side of the fight. And that's going to be finally the Slark dead. Phonic does the damage, gets a triple kill, and that is gonna be only a Clockwork left alive. And I think right now that this is gonna be Na'Vi no longer leaving the base of QPAD. They have no reason to. And we are most likely gonna see a GG come out. There we have it, GG! It is Na'Vi that is successful in 3 of their games today in StarLadder. They have not dropped a single game today, and therefore they move upwards in the world. And I think actually that after this game, they'll move from the right column on my scores lineup to the left column of the scores lineup, because they are just getting 18 points instead of 15 points. I think that is gonna be the right calculation I'm making there. It's 3 points per game. That's what happens. We are not done yet, though. We are going to see another game. We're going to see Flipside taking on Alliance. It's going to be another David versus Goliath kind of matchup. Flipside Russia, Alliance Sweden. Let's get ourselves on the way. Well, actually, as I say that, I look at the clock and I see that we're still having 18 minutes to wait because the official starting time of the game is not until 2100. So, yeah. Then we have to wait for a little while. But we will be back here soon. Stick around for more Dota 2, for more StarLadder, for more action. Right here.